welcome to Sharing with Shellshock. I am your host, ShellshockPrime, and tonight we have a new episode. And this week we are doing Mario Party, because it ain't no party like Mario Party. And we got 3 guests tonight. So, joining me are 2 returning guests and 1 joining for the first time. We're going to start with Tarvould's Quest. Good to see you again.
Hello.
How you doing tonight?
Very well. Ready to party, or at least reminisce about partying.
And Chris Clark, this is your first time. Good to see you.
Oh, it's doing great, Shell. It's going to be fun. I love talking Mario Party. It's been a while since I've been able to do a podcast, so let's rock this sucker. It's going to be fun to talk about this shit.
Let's do it. And Mike, since you've been on many times, it's good to see you. Ready for Mario
Always
Party?
glad to be on. Always glad to be here, especially talking about a topic such as Mario Party. Because you know I love being the cause of chaos when it comes to our Mario Party sessions.
Yep, and also, just for you, I made it so that replacing the green screen, you have Yoshi, because, you know, Yoshi likes to be the sneaky one and commit all that tax frauds, especially during Mario Party, getting all those coins. So, tonight, we're going to talk a lot about Mario Party, but first, before anything, so, Tarvould, remind everybody what type of content do you do?
Yeah, I'm on youtube.com/TarvouldsQuest. I do retrospectives, I do the occasional top 10, I do the occasional stream, and I do video game music trivia, which features 3 content creators, and I test them to see whether they can recognize video game music, see who gets the most points. The winners fight each other. It's a good time. I just recently had on Ro Panaganti, Gio the Hero, and Proton John. That's a great episode, so I suggest checking that out. After this, of course.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I have recently abandoned Twitch entirely, so I'm fully on YouTube now. So youtube.com/TarvouldsQuest.
Yep. All right. And Chris Clark, what type of content do you do?
Well, essentially, every Monday and whenever I have off from work, we play Mario Party. But it's a different kind of Mario Party. It's Mario Party with a lot of twists. We do 8-player, 4-player, modded Mario Party. Toad is playable in one version of Mario Party 3. We do a lot of Mario Party shit. We also are starting to do other gaming content, too. It's just a lot of multiplayer chaos. So that's what I like to focus on.
All right. And Mike, what about you?
Well, I am a Nintendo/variety content creator, and I've actually also hosted a whole Mario Party showdown with Pete and a few of the guys we did a couple of years ago, and hopefully next year we'll be doing the same thing for Mario Party 2 with more players, so that's something I definitely want to bring back. But other than that, we just ought to do a lot of variety content, a lot of multiplayer stuff, a lot of Mario Kart, a lot of Mario Party as well.
All right. Very good. So, yes, tonight is all about Mario Party, because everyone has their own stories. Everybody has their own reasons why they love Mario Party and why, like, sometimes they probably might hate Mario Party at some points. But let's talk about the beginnings. So, what is your first Mario Party, starting with Tarvould?
Oh, 1, baby. Mario Party 1. I tore the skin off my hand at a young age.
Oh, man. Like, did you
ruin some controllers?
Did you get the glove?
No, I'm in Canada.
Oh, right. Yeah, because
we don't have gloves in Canada. We have mittens and toques. But right. No, I don't. I did. I was subscribed to Nintendo Power, and I did see that, but I was like, whatever.
Yeah. So Mario Party 1 was where it all began for you.
Yes, the scabs made it feel more real.
All right, Chris, what about you?
Well, fun fact: when I first got an N64. Dad got me Diddy Kong Racing, Mario 64, and Banjo-Kazooie. So I never actually played the multiplayer stuff on the N64 until 3 years later, when 2 came out, and he also got Mario Party 3 for me. Mario Party 3 is my first experience with Mario Party, and since then I remember taking the cartridge to Kids Care, which was after school. The kids would, since my dad and mom worked, the teachers would take care of us after school, and we'd play Mario Party 3 with everybody at school after school. And it was always a thing. Kids Care, there was always a Mario Party session we would do after school, and Mario Party 3 since then that's why it's so cherished. It's just, that was my first Mario Party, and it's still my baby. So Mario Party 3 was my first, and what really good first impression it was. Because if my first impression was Mario Party 1, yikes. We'll get into it, but yeah.
We'll definitely get into that. Yeah, Mario Party 3 was a lot of fun. What about you, Mike?
For me, 1 is what started it all. I remember being 6 years old and my parents taking me to a Funko Land and literally telling me to pick out 2 games for my birthday. One of them was being Mario Party, and my brother was trying to get me to buy WWF No Mercy, and I legitimately ignored him, and I got Icky's Wrecking Balls instead. So, yeah. That was my first experience with Mario Party, and I still have the callus on my hands from 1999 to prove it for the tug-of-war minigame.
Iggy's Wrecking Ball is a deep cut, much like the wound on our center of our palms.
Yes.
Indeed. No, I still love that game, too, though. It's abstract as hell, but I chose a good game back then. I still believe that.
Yeah.
But no, honestly, other than that, all the first 3 Mario Parties I spent a lot of childhood hours into.
Yep. For me personally, the very first Mario Party game that I've ever actually played was Mario Party 3. I rented it from Blockbuster. I would have some nights playing the game with my brother, and we would play the game. We would have a good time. We played it until I had to give it back to the Blockbuster. But the first Mario Party game I've ever owned was Mario Party 4 for the GameCube. It's actually the only Mario Party game I own for GameCube. I loved that one so much. It got to the point where I love 4 so much that when 5 was announced, I was disappointed because there was one major deal breaker with Mario Party 5. And you want to know what that is?
They killed Donkey Kong?
Yes.
Yeah.
And his soul was reborn as Boo.
Yeah, Boo replaced him. I'm like, I don't want Boo. I want Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong is my main. So, granted, whenever I play some other games, I play at gatherings, or back when Nintendo New York used to be the Pokemon Center, they would sometimes have, they would feature some games that were not Pokemon, but, from Nintendo, and Mario Party 5 was one of those games. Although most people would probably want to play Smash instead, but, yeah. But Mario Party 5, I remember, that and 6, I would just play as, either Mario, Wario, or whatever other characters that I can play as that's not Donkey Kong. 7 is good, but afterwards is I just didn't play too much Mario Party after 7. I just until DS. DS was actually a pretty good one. I didn't like 8. I did not like 8 at all. Because the problem with 8 was the motion controls. Yeah, like that.
Shake it up.
Shake it up, yeah.
Yeah.
I
It
think
was weird. I was really only good at one minigame in 8, and that was it. It's strange.
Yeah, and that's the one that I remember seeing a lot of GIFs where people share with Wario doing that. Because then 9 was the one that introduced the car, and 10 was really, really bad. Not even Bowser Party could save it.
10 was lifeless, yeah.
Oh yeah, 10 was bland.
At least 9 was trying something different, but 10 just it's just the fact that the Wii was not selling well, so they just had to get something out there. So, but that said, I do think that I do hold a huge place in my heart for both 3 and 4, but I think that I personally like 2 more than 3 because I would play 2 a lot more over time with other people. But 3 is my first. So 3 was my first Mario Party, and I have no problem with that. I'm just looking at the chat right now. Maple says that I'm gonna put this on the featured chat. Maple says that Mario Party 2 was his first. Had all the GameCube games until his the disc broke for Mario Party 6. Oof, I'm so sorry.
Isn't that the most expensive one now? 6?
I think
6 is because I think it's the one that is the most sought after because most people currently think it's one of the best, so I think it is one of the most expensive. Yeah,
I also
its
think
value
it's
is up there.
sold the least, so there's less copies out there.
Yeah,
is another reason why it costs so much.
That makes sense.
I'm surprised that 7 actually sold more than 6. I know for a fact.
I actually just pulled that out of my ass. I don't know if that's true, but I don't think many of the GameCube ones sold well at all. Anyway,
7 actually was bundled with the GameCube because of the mic. It was bundled with the mic, so.
Right.
But 6 was also, but I don't know if 6 ever was bundled with the GameCube like 7 was.
Yeah. Plus, I'm honestly thinking that probably some people might have had some Mario Party fatigue because they released 4, 5. All right, okay, so
Actually, I'm looking at it now. 6 did sell the least. Yeah.
yeah, because like 4, 5,
did.
6, and 7 on GameCube sold consecutively year after year.
Oh, even less than 10. Ouch.
Even less than 10. Jeez.
Wow, that's nuts.
So this I'm looking at it right now. Mario Party 6 sold 1.6 million, and Mario Party 10 sold 2.2 million.
Wow.
Obviously, some of the mobile not mobile, but portable ones sold less, like Star Rush Top 100 and Mario Party Advance. They all sold less than 1 million, but of the console ones, 6 was the least selling, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah. Mario Party Advance, the problem with that one is the fact that there's no multiplayer, and just the boards and the minigames does not work for.
It's just one board,
It's
and then
one
Dinosaur
board.
Quest. It's
Yeah.
Like,
Wait,
I mean,
there's no multiplayer even with the link table crap?
It's an entire single player experience. I honestly think Mario Party Advance is a great game if it was a solo mode in another Mario Party, if that makes sense. If that was
I
story
agree.
mode, if that was story mode in like Mario Party Superstars or Mario Party 3 or something, that mode would have kicked ass. But it being its own solo experience, and also you could only play as Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, or Peach. There's only 4 characters, so it was very bare bones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, why bother? And there was also that e-reader Mario Party game with all the cards.
I had that back when because that was sold in packets along with when e-reader took over the Pokemon card stuff. So when I was collecting Pokemon cards back in the mid 2000s, that was also there to collect your cards and to play. I actually played with kids on the playground with that shit.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, those were fun times. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lost art though now.
Indeed it is. So now we'll go on to the next portion of this episode, which will be me asking you guys, what are some of your favorite boards across all Mario Party games, and who are your mains? Chris, we are going to be starting with you.
Okay, so my favorite Mario Party boards, how many do you want?
As many as you could think of.
Okay.
Like your favorites.
For Mario Party 3, it's going to be my favorite board of all time is Spiny Desert. Spiny Desert is basically a board where there are 2 stars on the board. One is fake, one is real. And you have to make sure that you find the real one before the other people do. And there's a lot of mechanics that you can use to your advantage by hopping off skeleton gates to hopping off cactuses to double dipping, triple dipping boo, to utilizing all the items at your advantage. I feel like Spiny Desert encapsulates the game of chess that Mario Party 3 actually is. My second favorite board of all time is from Mario Party 6, and it's called Clockwork Castle. Basically, during the day, you have to chase Donkey Kong around to get the star. Star costs 20 coins. It's that simple fetch and get your star. But at night, Bowser chases you. It's manhunt. So if you need to, and the whole board reverses backwards. So you have to run from Bowser, and if Bowser catches you, you lose a star. So the whole point of that board is to make sure that you're looking at the map, making sure that you're going the right directions, or when night hits, you're fucked.
Yep.
So I would say
Daddy comes out.
Yeah, Daddy comes to kill, and he's not going to be happy. Other than that, I could go on and on. Deep Blue Sea from 3 is great. From Mario Party 4, I love Goomba's Greedy Gala. From 5, all the boards are shit. But what I have to just say is that I would say to limit myself to 2, I would recommend Clockwork Castle and Spiny Desert, because then I would go on off a tangent on everything. So, yeah, those 2. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, those are some pretty good boards.
Yeah, I love them.
Yep. Mike, what about you?
Alright, I'm going to try to keep it somewhat quick, but if I'm going to go in order, for Mario Party 1, my absolute favorite board has to be Eternal Star. It is such a chaotic board because of the fact that all the warps actually warp you to different parts of the map, and there's not just one star space. You have 7 different star spaces at a time, but every time you land on a star space, you have to pay 20 coins to gamble. And hopefully your 8, 9, or 10 is better than Koopa Kid's dice block. Otherwise, you're losing the star. It's absolute madness, and I just love watching it go all over the place.
No, that board sucks. Oh my god.
Now, Chris, you haven't played with me on that board. You'll enjoy it next time.
That board is actual torture. Yeah.
I love that board. I love it for torture. For
Mario Party 1 in general is torture, but then you pile on more torture, and then you just... I don't know.
Now, Mario Party 1 is as Mario Party 1 is. I have a lot of love for Mario Party 1.
Yep.
Now, for Mario Party 2, though, Spaceland has got to be my other favorite board because of the fact that you're always worried about the giant countdown in the middle.
Yeah.
And literally, if you're in its warpath, you just lose all your coins, and it's just absolute chaos.
Indeed.
For Mario Party 3, though, me and Chris know this board well. He was just talking about it. Deep Blue Sea has got to be my all-time favorite Mario Party 3 board. It's got chill vibes. You have the giant fish in the top left corner that could just spit you out anywhere. And if you know what you're doing, you can just keep going to Boo and have a fun loop with that.
Just have a great chess match.
And whatnot. Yeah. No, Deep Blue Sea is like a legit chess match, just like Spy Desert is.
I love it.
Off the top of my head, though, some of the other ones. Goomba's Greedy Gala, Toad's Midway Madness, Koopa's Seaside from Mario Party 4. Mario Party 8, I love Koopa's Tycoon Town, though, from Mario Party 8. Even though I know a lot of people like that board, like, I love that you can just get all the different buildings and whatnot, but yeah.
Yeah, I would say Tycoon Town is the closest it gets to Monopoly Go.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Probably, more likely, those are some good boards.
Character-wise, I'd probably just say Yoshi 1 through 4. Shy Guy, of course, from Mario Party 9, and Koopa whenever I can't play as Yoshi.
And I made Wario. I forgot to answer that question.
Yep.
No, it's all good.
All right. Tarvould, what about you? Favorite boards and your main?
Man, my opinions are so polar opposite of you guys, but that's the beauty of Mario Party. I do love Spiny Desert. I only think there's one flaw in that if you are playing with 4 people who really know what they're doing and are like really into Mario Party and calculating, sometimes the turns can be so long because they're like, you roll like an 8, and then you're like, okay, if I hit this spiny, I'll go here, then I'll move 8. If I jump this spiny, hit this spiny, I'll go here, I'll move 8. If I jump both, I'll move 8. And if I hit this so they're counting like, they're taking their time counting out like 6 different paths they can take, and eventually we were just like, oh my god. But the map, the board itself is great. I do love it. But I love Woody Woods probably more from 3 and Superstars. Love it. Love the music. Love the vibes. Love the trees. Love the signs. Monty Mole. I love Rainbow Castle from Mario Party 1, mostly because of the music, and it was done by Mitsuda, and it's like but I do love that gimmick they brought back in 6 with Castaway Bay. Yeah, I like that gimmick of
Mario's Rainbow Castle is definitely my second favorite Mario Party 1 board.
Yeah, I love that one a lot. I really like the Bowser board from 5 as well. That was a lot of fun. Bowser's Inferno or something.
Well, you could be like trapped in that circle of death, right? With there's that little circle of death in the center.
Yeah, Daddy goes for a walk. Is that 6? I might be
Daddy goes for a walk.
No, in 5, you're talking about Bowser's Nightmare, where there's a happening spot that puts you into a circle of red spaces that you cannot get out unless you land on the happening again. Is that the one you're talking about?
Oh no, isn't that Mario Party 2, Bowser Land?
No, that's also in Mario Party 2, but it's also in Mario Party 5. Yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe. Bowser Land from Mario Party 2.
Oh, that's yeah.
It's tough. It's tough.
Trying to freaking get out of that freaking blooper carousel is a nightmare.
But and I always main Peach. Right now we're doing a 2v2 league, and I'm on a team with Wario, Peach and Wario, my friend Connor, and we are Team Flesh, and we're trying to take down the corporation, which is Donkey Kong and Yoshi. So I am always Peach. Always Peach. I main Peach in like anything Mario. The only thing I really don't main Peach in is Smash.
All right. That's awesome. Wow. Another princess is awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So like there's a lot of really good boards out there. I could go on and all day if I want to, but I'm going to pick a couple that I really like. I'm mainly going to focus on Mario Parties 2, 3, and 4 for this one. So in terms of my main character, Donkey Kong is like the main like the main character I love using. I can use Mario, I can use Wario, I can use any of the princesses, but it's all about Donkey Kong for me. But that being said, in terms of the boards, let's see, Western Land, Space Land, Horror Land. Those are like my top 3 from Mario Party 2. For Mario Party 3, I like Chilly Waters. I like Woody Woods. The Waluigi one. Oh my god, that Waluigi one.
When we could have the Island of Chance Times. Yeah,
You can have
Island of Spaces.
Island of Bowser.
Yeah. God, that one is it's probably the most chaotic board in the series, just because of how much can go wrong in that one.
You just never know exactly what you're gonna get out of that island. And the ones I'm gonna pick from Mario Party 4, let's see,
so many good ones.
Yeah, like the ones I really liked were Boo's Haunted Bash, Koopa's Seaside Soiree, Shy Guy's Jungle Jam, and Goomba's Greedy Gala. Wasn't the biggest fan of Toad's Midway Madness, but
It's because it's trash.
Well, you can get stuck in a loop.
Yeah.
At that beginning loop, you can get stuck in there for like half your game if you're playing 20 turns.
it's
That's true.
yeah.
So we ranked every board from 1 to 7, and that was the bottom. That's the worst. Because of that alone. Like one player just loses 6 turns right away.
Yep.
It's awful.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Shell. It improves if you're playing 2v2 because your partner can get out of there, get a warp pipe or something, and get you out of there.
Yeah.
But other than that, though, that's situational. Because at the end of the day, Mario Party 4's item shop is random, so you might not even get that. So it's so it doesn't even give you that. No.
And the item shop isn't even like reachable in there. So if you're out of it and you get a warp pipe, you probably don't want to use it because you could switch with the poor soul that's trapped in there. So like unless you're really good at spinning the roulette.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would also suck if the roulette was missing.
Absolutely.
Imagine if it didn't exist.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I deleted it from my version. Yeah. Oh, my version of Mario Party 4, I delete the roulette. Yeah. So
Is it just a list you pick from?
no,
it's just completely random.
It's all question marks. You don't know what you're gonna get.
Oh, so you put it back to like old school style.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
makes it a little bit more chaotic.
Because you have to have chaos.
I find when playing over Parsec, even trying to time the thing anyway is still pretty random.
Yeah. So in terms of other Mario Party things to talk about, like topics to talk about, I do have a question for you guys. What are some of the biggest and most memorable moments you could think of from Mario Party? Mike, we're gonna go with you for that one.
Oh God.
Oh god, there's so many of that. Like just recently on the board I just did with Chris with Deep Blue Sea, that was such a huge game of chance. Friggin', I took all of Chris's coins during chance time, and then I took all of Toad's coins during chance time, and then Chris thought he was gonna try to stop me from going from Boo putting me in reverse, but he reversed me into a hidden block.
He's not even lying.
That was a mess. No, and then all the times I've actually made Boo decide about picking a star, and I've had Boo steal stars from the wrong person. I didn't even have to worry about it. I'm like, you can't escape from crossing fate.
You did that with me too.
Oh yeah, no, and then I went to Boo right after that with the reverse room, and I took CTK's coins right after.
Yep.
No, and then there's also the time on Horrorland where you got me out of 7 stars and literally changed time that for me to CTK. That was a fun moment.
Yeah, I was the one that did that to the both of you. Like, I took 7 stars away from you from chance time and gave it to CTK, and then that shifted the entire dynamic of the game after that.
Now, the amount of reverse room plays and the amount of chance times, I can't even begin to go on. I could go on and on for hours on how much of a mess that was, but board-wise, I also remember the time we were doing the Superstar Showdown on the Turtle Star, and Maple literally lost 2 stars in one turn. He went to one of the Koopa kids, he lost his star on that, and then went into the warp and went right to Bowser, and me, Hito, and Epic were just dying in laughter watching this all unfold in one turn. Maple went from first to fourth in 2 seconds.
Yep. Yeah, those were
Ridiculous.
Those were the most ridiculous moments.
No, that's the fun of Mario Party, though. It wouldn't be Mario Party
You
without
never know.
it.
Never know what is going to happen.
Like, I was there for some of those moments, but yeah, like, what about you, Tarvold?
I mean, there's always one that sticks out to me because it's by far the most insane thing that's ever happened to me in Mario Party in my whole life. So when the pandemic started, me and my friends, Pierre, Connor, and Gooms, we started a Mario Party League, and we decided every Sunday we're going to play just a game on every board for every game. So every single Mario Party board, 20 turns, but with the catch being on the last board of each game, we do a 50 turn game, which usually end up being like the Bowser board or friggin' Eternal Star, which really lived up to its name that night, let me tell you. So this was in Mario Party 5, and it was on the previously mentioned Bowser's, I can't remember what it's called.
Bowser's Nightmare. It's
Bowser's Nightmare. Okay. And we were in like, I don't know, late 30s, early 40s for turn. And I was very, very down. I was like third or fourth, and the leader had like 7 or 8 stars. So I had 2 miracle orbs. Are you familiar with what the miracle orbs do?
Yes.
No, you had a Miracle Orb.
Yes.
Rare?
So
That is extremely rare to get.
It is. And I got the 3rd miracle orb from the, Mr. Bucket thing or whatever, from the gacha machine. And so what the miracle orb does is whoever's in first has to give you all their stars. It's just, you take all of them. You don't trade, you take. So I'm sitting there gleaming, laughing my ass off so hard. I couldn't believe it. No one could believe it. The story doesn't end there. So the next turn, the guy, Gooms, who I stole all these stars from, hits chance time and takes them all back. Immediately. My face turned completely white. I couldn't, that is the highest high and lowest low I've ever felt, and it all happened in the span of like 5 minutes. It was...
A VOD?
There is a VOD, yeah. I think there is a clip.
Back and see that, because that is rare.
I think there is a clip. I'll find it. But
Okay,
yeah, that nothing will top that. Nothing will top that for me anyway. I've had tons of moments where like there's been, if you've ever played Risk with people and they shout and argue for making decisions, we've had 10 minutes. A turn take 10 minutes just because we're all yelling at each other about what they should do, what's the best move for everybody. But that happening is nuts. Yeah, I'll try and find a clip here.
Crazy.
Fun fact, though, if you somehow get all 3 miracle orbs and you happen to be in first, that's the only way to prevent you from losing your stars. If it's anybody else, first gives all their stars to 4th place, no matter what.
Yep.
Yeah. That's insane. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was nutty.
Wow. Like
Oh.
wow. Like
It sounds made up, but I will find the clip.
all right.
No. Okay. I believe you, dude.
Yeah.
While Tarvold's finding the clip, Chris, what about you?
Well, I've had a lot of shit has fucking happened on Mario Party Madness. Because sometimes we do a game where I mod Mario Party 5 and everybody has a permanent chance time orb. So everybody on the board can get chance time whenever they want if they have 20 coins. And things have been fucked up because of that. Zach's lost 7 stars to me or 9 stars to me because of that stuff. But the one thing that I'm going to say when all of the stars aligned correctly was we did, back in October, we did a board called Neon Heights. And we did it as my 8-player format where everybody shares their own input. It was me, Matt from Some Call Me Johnny's channel, Some Call Me Johnny, Uncle Silver, Trav, Zoomzyke, Linky, and Derek Bittner from Good Vibes Gaming.
Yep.
We all did an 8-player on Neon Heights. And the entire game was first place, second place. It was so neck and neck, and everybody was so tight. Everybody kept getting chests and bombs and coins. Chests, bombs, coins, chests, bombs, coins. Up until the final turn. Now get this, okay? I'm gonna put the scene out here, okay? First go. final turn, first up. Boo. Okay? Boo. Boo hits Koopa Kid. Okay? Koopa Kid gets Bowser Revolution. Okay? We're all tied with stars, but Boo has the most coins out of all of us and is gonna win the game due to bonus stars.
Yeah.
Bowser Revolution happens. Everybody evened out completely. All right. Now the last place person, Johnny, didn't have as many stars as us, right?
Yeah.
Uses his golden mushroom. Acquires 2 of those stars, and now he's neck and neck with all of us, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So at the end of that last turn, that final turn, all of us have like 8 stars and 20 coins each. Guess what fucking minigame decided the game that night? Cointagious. So Cointagious hits. Boom. And all you have to do is just hit the dice to get coins. It's the stupidest, dumbest minigame ever.
Wow.
Right? Stupidest, dumbest minigame ever. So at the end of all of that, 25 turns, it all comes down to Cointagious, and the score is 8 stars, 25 coins, me and Matt.
Mm-hmm.
8 stars, 22 coins, Zoomzyke and Derek. 8 stars, 20 coins, Linky and Trav. The entire game fell on top of Cointagious that night. And it's just, you could not write that because Cointagious is legitimately one of the most notorious Mario Party minigames in history because of how shitty it is. And the fact that that game is what caused us to win, you just had to have been there for that. But I would say that's the craziest moment I've had in Mario Party Madness. There's been chance times, of course. There's been Draco's first turn on Eternal Star. He rolled a 10, got the 10 coin plus from the plus coin block, and got a star. And even before any of us hit the controller, he was already up. But I would say Cointagious deciding the game that night on Neon Heights is probably the best moment because the whole clip is there. I have put it on Twitter. You guys have probably seen it. It's just that final turn is just crazy. So I would say that final turn on Neon Heights. Yeah.
You might as well just roll a dice at that point.
Yeah, it's so dumb. Oh, and on top of that, the reason why Johnny got the golden mushroom was because Zoomzyke landed on Koopa Kid again, and he lost the orb that he was going to use the previous turn on. It was just a whole mess. That game was great. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
love it.
So there's a couple of moments that stand out. Like I will say though that like one of the ones I know that stand out, like Mike mentioned earlier, was the Mario Party game. This is the first time some of us actually used Parsec. This was like when we first heard of Parsec, and we were playing Mario Party 2 at the time. It's like in 2018, because that was the one where like we were playing Mario Party 2 Horrorland because it was October and Halloween season was there. So that was the moment where I landed on a chance time, and then I was the one that took 7 stars from Mike and gave it to CTK. Like that moment will always live. Like,
oh no, I was living, but that was hilarious.
You were just done after that. You were done.
I was.
Like,
my soul left.
That moment lives rent free in my head because of how like I just did not expect that to even happen in the first place. Other moments like I could think of, like basically anything that involves Epic Man, like just being Epic Man, getting so lucky.
Oh yeah, I'm just lucky.
And if it's not Epic Man, then it's more likely Maple, like one of those two.
Yeah.
Like,
or you see what Epic did on Fair Square? He was up like 15 stars the entire game because the guy kept getting that happening.
Yeah, and it's like in that same game, like the Fair Square, like
yeah,
we were egging Hito on. He was reluctant on actually going for the chance time, and he actually, not only that he did the chance time, but he pulled it off. He pulled it off.
Yeah.
Even after all
you got
that.
a star swap?
Yeah,
No, you know, at the top of Fair Square, that happening space that you can do the the vines. They kept winning that, and because they kept winning that, we were all down like 5-6 stars. And poor Mike.
Oh no, me and Pete were freaking in pain that night. We were down to 2 stars. Everyone was at like 15 stars, and we were down to 2.
That's another memory when the game crashed and it went from 60 coins.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. So my mod of Fair Square, the nighttime costs are 30 coins, 40 coins, 50 coins, or 60 coins. It's more expensive. Well, the game crashed in the middle of the game, and for the last turn of night, it turned from 60 coins to 10 coins. So that happened. So, but yeah,
and we somehow luckily made somewhat of a comeback. We didn't come in dead last, but we still got third.
Yeah, we still got shafted. But yeah, what a good game.
Draco was upset that night too. I felt his pain too on that.
Yeah, first time Draco got last in a long time.
I know there was a game. There was a Mario Party game that Maple made like one of the most miraculous comebacks I've ever seen. I'm trying to remember which board it was and when did it happen, but I know it happened. But what I also remember was, there was this one time that I remember playing Mario Party Superstars, and what I remember was like just I was playing this with I was playing with Silver, Redbeard, and Shad not too long ago. This was back in like early October. We were playing. So
you did Superstars, right?
Yeah, it was Superstars. And what happened was we ended up like, so Silver, like, he was right next to a chance time space, and then what happened is he landed on chance time because he ended up getting a 1. So what happened is that, for context, Silver mains Daisy and Shad was maining Rosalina in that game. So when chance time hit, it was basically like, so it was swap stars. So Silver swapped his 5 stars with Shad's 7 stars. But Shad was not happy about that because he did not want to lose the 2 stars. So Silver was practically like in dead last that game. And that actually pushed him a bit. So yeah, that's another moment that I wanted to share. But
so many good moments.
Yeah.
No, I have a good. There was one memory in Mario Party Superstars where I was being nice that entire game, not stealing any stars.
Oh yeah,
and
the honor system.
I did the honor system. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to steal a single star in this entire game, and Karma's going to do me a favor. So I come up from the bottom left on Spaceland, I get that star. Then it goes to that loop in the middle when you go around to try to get the item. The star ended up there. I got that star the same turn. And then as Pete's like, all right, all bets are off. I'm like, you know what? Put the star on the left side of me. And then it ends up right there, like literally 5 spaces away. So I got almost 3 stars in one turn.
Yep. Also,
that's amazing.
Also, all those.
Go ahead. Go for it.
I was just gonna say real quick that like all those moments where like people have their own type of power play where they strategize to be able to get like multiple stars in the same turn. They have a lot of coins. They get a star, and then the next star spawns in an area that they can easily reach to with the amount of dice rolls they have left. And also, I remember once seeing somebody do all that and go to a boo to steal stars. And then they managed to get a lot of stars that turn.
That's exactly why a golden mushroom should cost more than it does in the vanilla versions of the game, just because if you get a star with your golden mushroom right on dole, you roll 20 dice with the gold mushroom, you get your star around like the 5 space mark, right? You still have an additional 15 spaces to go, so you could easily get like 2 or 3 stars when that stuff happens. Other things as Game Guy can also come into play if you're playing Mario Party 3, and it could triple your coins. Anything can happen in the game, and it's a lot of luck and a lot of strategy, but it is based on luck, and when that luck hits, it hits great because it's great content.
Oh yeah, no, like you hitting the fucking time 16 with Boo on fucking University. That was nuts.
That was, what was that, turn 3?
Yeah, turn 3. This guy lands on a Game Guy space and gets freaking times 16 times plus 13. He
Yep.
got like almost 300 coins on his third turn.
Crazy shit. Yeah. Crazy shit.
Speaking of power play, here is I'm just DMing you guys this one clip of when. Oh, that's not sorry. That's the same thing. A clip of Mike getting 2 stars on the same turn in Spaceland because he was actually he actually knew what he was doing there. Like just being able to strategize and getting 2 stars at the same turn, just like that.
I mean, that's skill. That's literally using the dice roll to your advantage. So yeah,
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
And it's just also the game's RNG is crap.
absolutely.
So that's dialogue changes too. She's like, "Oh, you're here again."
Yep.
On the second star.
Indeed. Yeah.
Hey, you're here again. You want this? Hey, if you try to say no, she's like, hey, you sure you don't want the star? Okay, here, you can take it.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, Drake, I didn't admit you had skill. I just admit that most people do. You just have luck.
Yeah.
Now, Jake was just out here being like, keep trying to be nice, but people keep stealing from me. Sure.
Yeah.
Sheep in wolf's clothing. Yeah, wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah. So
I'm putting that in the clip section on my server. Holy shit.
all right. So the next thing I want to ask before we do the community, all the community questions. So how much has Mario Party meant to you guys over the years? Tarvould.
Oh man, I mean, me and my cousins made our own boards on like cardboard and paper, and like we used Monopoly money, and we'd have mini games where we'd have to like throw beanbags through like a hanging tire or something like that. We were obsessed, especially as kids. Like Mario Party on the brain all the time. So from a very young age, it meant a lot to me. But it meant a lot to me even more during the pandemic, like the first year, and when me and my friends got together to do that league, having that consistent Sunday night social fun as hell thing kept me sane, and it was like one of the best memories I ever had doing that whole league. We're doing season 2 now, but man, season 1, doing every single board and just the amount of arguments and stupid shit that happened the whole time, really, it meant a lot to me. And and Mario Party was the perfect canvas for that. Like, you could do Smash, but like, I mean, the comeback and insanity and the stories that come out of Mario Party is like unmatched, I think, as far as multiplayer games go.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's meant a lot to me. Still does. I still love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Chris?
Well, I mean, similar to I back when we started Mario Party Madness, was in November of 2020. Those were some of the best nights because it was legitimately like 4 times a week we would just all hop on and play Mario Party. We got through a lot of tough times because of that, and with that, and growing with that, and just making. I mean, I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends in LA. I have a lot of friends in New York. I have a lot of friends online, and being able to like mix and match everybody and like merge my friend group into one, it's just been great. I think Mario Party is just a great communicative kind of thing where we can stab each other's backs, and once end stream button is clicked, we give each other turkey. It's great. That's a terrible way to put it, but yeah, it's just that sucks. Why did I say it like that? But it's okay. It's okay. If you don't stab your friends in the back, well, you do it in Mario Party, but after the stream ends, love them. So, it's great. It's great. Eat your veggies.
Yep.
Oh, it just meant a lot. Oh god.
Yeah.
Now just stab him in the back and then just slap him on the back with a Band-Aid after.
Wow. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
No, you grab their bag by the back and just shake them down for money.
there was an analogy in there that I kind of screwed
No,
up.
it's okay.
It's
I
fine.
understand what you were
It's
going for.
fine. It's fine.
I was just picturing wall turkey from like Castlevania when you said that.
Oh my god. Yes.
Oh god.
But yeah, like Mike.
Yeah, no, Mario Party has meant a lot to me over the years. Like, all the memories I made in the digital bonfire now on the Mario Party Madness server has probably been the highlight of this year for me, just being in the Mario Party Madness, and also now just all the times we played Mario together has just been absolutely phenomenal. And, I agree. Even though I love Mario Kart a lot and I love the chaos of Mario Kart, like, there's something special about Mario Party that, just like everything could just go wrong at the snap of a button. And I just kind of love that entire chaos and just watching people's reactions.
Yeah.
Well, you're also invested for hours at a time, whereas like a Mario Kart race is over in 3 minutes. Maybe a Grand Prix if you do 4, but like, you are, the longer the game goes, the harder you want to win because you have sunk so much time into it. You've been hearing all this shit being talked, and I don't know. For me, I show no mercy when I play Mario Party. Like, if it sucks for you, then I'm gonna steal your star. But it's the best move for me. I'm stealing your fucking star.
That's how I feel.
I'm never letting Boo decide. I'm never being kind. I need to win. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it so much. Yeah. Damn.
At least whenever I just let Boo decide, I'm like, it's not my fault. Boo decided to steal your star. I can't do nothing. Sorry.
Yep.
No, I will fully be like, no, it was me. Come at me, bro.
Yeah.
But if you let Boo decide, you still get charged with being accomplice to murder. So if you gave Boo the shotgun, you're still gonna get charged. So it's fun.
You still signed the death note.
You still signed the death note.
Yep.
I love it.
You sealed the fate, and that's just how it's gonna be. You either win or live with the consequences of losing. That's just the way it goes. But
what about you, Shell?
Well, as far as how much Mario Party means to me, it means a whole lot because, first of all, I am a very hateful person. I hate people. Mario Party has ruined my life in so many ways, and I regret everything. No. In all seriousness, though, no, it really does bring everybody together, and I love Mario Party. Sure, we have moments where like you just never know what's gonna happen. Moments where people will just get angry at each other. People will have moments where it's like, I hate you. You're the worst person in the world. I never want to see you again. You want to do another round of Mario Party?
That's my relationship with Draco.
That's basically me with a lot of people I know that play Mario Party because at the end of the day, it's only a game. We all have fun. Sure.
The people who truly do take it personally, I just don't play with them again. That's it. Like,
exactly.
They hold a grudge after the game. I'm like, you're not playing right.
It's really at the end. It's really not all that serious. It's just all in good fun. That's all there is to it.
It's all in good content too, so it's just all for show sometimes. Yeah,
exactly.
Unless you're a Daisy player and you want to just keep kicking Yoshi players in the nuts, which is basically the entire server.
My entire server is just Daisy versus Yoshi.
So okay, I want to tell you guys a story about a format change we did. That was a lot of fun, but can only work on very, very specific boards. So I did a live show at a con, 4 years ago or something like that, or maybe even 5. Whatever year Super Mario Party came out, because it was in Super Mario Party. So we had it so that in order for me to win, someone else had to win, and in order for them to win, someone else had to win. So say I was Peach, my goal was to make Diddy Kong win. Diddy Kong's goal was to make Wario win. Wario's goal was to make Yoshi win. Yoshi's goal was to make me win. So you had to force players to get stars. So it can only really work on single path boards, like Pagoda Peak. And
that's another one that's great. Yeah, Pagoda.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or I don't even remember what board it was from Super because I barely remember Super, but I think it was the gold one. The gold one.
Magic Koopa's Magical Maze or Mayhem, whatever it is.
Yeah, the golden plated board.
Yeah. So then you're forced to go, and the rule was if you can afford something, you have to buy it. That was the only thing we altered, and then we called it the Champions Edition. So you had to play. And in the mini games, it was everyone just trying to see who could lose the fastest or force their champion to win. So it was a lot of fun. Highly suggest giving that a try sometime.
We should do that. We should do that when
That's the legit new format. No, Chris has a different format in his server called The King Must Die, which basically one person just has like 9 stars and everybody else starts with 0, and the whole point is for the other 3 people to team up and take the first person down the 4th. Otherwise, the other 3 people lose. Totally the opposite format.
But the other key to that is in King Must Die. It's in Mario Party 5 where you're assigned a permanent orb. There's the sword wielder who has the permanent dual orb that can duel the king. You have the royal chariot who has the warp pipe that can warp with anybody around the map. And then you have I forget the other one, but it's a really cool thing. And there's also chance time civil wars that we could do and shit. It's you can mix up the formula with Mario Party to make it fresh every time, and that's a really, really unique idea. I love that.
Yeah, it's fun, but like I said, it can only really work on certain boards. You could maybe tweak like it so that if you come to a fork in the road, maybe you're forced to go towards the star or something like that.
Actually, you can make it any board. The rule is you can't say no to a star.
No, but you could veer away from it, I guess, right?
Yeah, but I mean that's also strategy with it too, because that star can appear on that fork of the road if somebody else gets it. There's different things. It's a really cool concept. I love that a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I will say though, I think the first time I've ever done like 2 players and 1 character for Mario Party was back in 2018 when Super Mario Party came out. Like I remember it was like there were like 8 of us playing. Like I teamed up with Maple at the time at a meetup that we were at. I don't remember who else was with what team, but I know that like I think Maple and I ended up winning that, but it was a lot of fun. Like just making so that the 8-player format, just being able to do like one person goes 1 turn, then another person goes the other turn. Like that's always fun. Yeah. But yeah, Mario Party means a lot to me.
20 hopping.
Yeah, 20 hopping. Yep. Because Mario Party means a lot to me because I like to be able to just play games with more than one other person, like play like with like 2 or 3 others in something that's completely different from the norm. Like instead of racing, instead of fighting games or any of that stuff, you just play something that's supposed to be meant to be chill, but in reality, all it's gonna do is cause a lot of chaos. Little does anybody even know.
It's funny because I don't even really like board games. The only board game I really love is like Risk. And that also involves, screaming and yelling at each other and screwing each other over and eventually letting luck decide. But, other board games, I'm just like, this could be Mario Party, whatever.
Yeah, because you just want to be able to just go to any of the spaces, get some coins, do a mini game after everybody does their turn, and maybe get a star.
Yeah, and mash L during other people's turns and drive them insane by going like, huh?
Or maybe they have to suffer the fate from Big Daddy Bowser.
Yeah, exactly. If I was playing a board game and Bowser bursts through my wall to make sure someone loses, then I'd be all over it.
Like he'll burst
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, like the Kool-Aid guy. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because like I would absolutely love that if Bowser was able to do that. Like it's like he's not invited to the party, so he's just gonna crash.
No, instead it's Doug Bowser. Yeah, Doug Bowser shows up and does that.
Crashes the party. But yeah.
Then Bowser just gives you a life preserver and says you're too fat and then makes you pay 30 coins.
Yep. That's just the way he does it.
Oh, I've played Catan. It's fine.
Yeah. So now we got the community questions. We got a pretty decent amount of questions tonight. So
nice.
So Shad has 2 questions. The first one is, what are your feelings on the Mario Party e-reader game? Never played it. Never played it.
I
loved it. I guess I'm the only one who has. Essentially what you do is it comes with this like mat with the board on it, and everybody has their set of cards, and you shuffle, and everybody gets like a stacked deck of whatever you need. Essentially, in between the card game, you go onto your Game Boy Advances, and they all need to be linked by link cable, and you slide the e-reader card of whatever minigame you got in the shuffle deck, and whoever won that minigame proceeds on the board. It's a really, really unique game. I haven't played it in probably 15 years, but I don't even know where it is in my house right now, but it's a game of all time. It's not something you should seek out to play unless you're a collector of the Mario Party stuff. But it's I do remember though that the mini games were kind of unique because they used Game Boy Advance graphics. Like if you were playing with Wario, they would actually the game would look like it's from Wario Land 4. It would have those graphics on it, like he had a car and stuff. I remember that vividly. So it's just unique mini games. Actually, those mini games I think were in Mario Party Advance too. So yeah, it's a unique concept. I wouldn't go out of my way to get it though, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. Yeah. Again, like I've seen advertisements for it. I remember reading stuff about it on Nintendo Power, but I otherwise have never actually felt the need to actually play. I'm like, why would I want to do that when I could just play a Mario Party game on GameCube or N64 at the time? Yeah. So I just didn't feel the need to compel to buy it.
No reason to play it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Shad also asks, do you think Mario Party should be more about skill or more about luck? That's a good one right there. I want to know what you guys think before I go.
No, it needs to be an equal balance of both.
Yeah. Maybe like a 60-40 in either direction. Any more than that, and it becomes too imbalanced.
I would actually argue it doesn't need to be skilled. It doesn't need to be luck. You just need to have a good strategy. And whatever falls into your lap is what you're given. Whatever deck of cards you are given, you are given. Yes, that's sort of luck, but also it's skill to use that deck of cards in however way you choose. So I would recommend that don't ever go into a game feeling like, oh, I'm behind the 8 ball, or oh, I can't do this mini game. Go in thinking, how can I use what's given to me to my own advantage? That's what you should be doing. Because if you're
just kind of roll with the punches.
Because if you're going into it thinking, oh, it's all luck and all skill or a mixture of both, yeah, those do work. And if you have skill, you're going to be able to win those mini games. And if you have luck, chance time might be on your side. But what if you don't win those mini games? And what if you never hit chance time, but you are able to consistently get to shops and use the items that you can buy of your choice?
If there was no skills, Zoomzyke would be out of the job. Straight up.
Exactly. So I would say that if you measure between the two, it is on even playing field, but also just use everything to your advantage because you need a little bit mixture of both. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say it's half and half. I'd say there's probably more strategy than there is luck.
Yeah.
I would say it's probably like 60-40, maybe even like 70-30, somewhere between there.
Just use what you're given is the best thing I can recommend.
And great players do and can, and especially understand the board, understand the value of your coins, like whether it's worth not buying an item to get a star or whatever. Having the right items in the right situations, that's all skill. Like they're like, yes, chance time can completely screw you over, or hidden blocks.
You have 5,000 people watching?
Oh fuck!
Holy shit! You have 5,000.
Are they humans?
Watching.
Are they humans?
That's the main question.
That's the main question. But yeah, let's not bring up the view count because that is definitely something.
It's not necessary.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm like I'm surprised right now. But yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry, but that was holy shit.
It's fine. It's fine. All right. So my answer to that question is, it needs to be a really good balance of luck and skill. You should not have one over the other, because otherwise, like, it's gonna get to the point where, like, if it's a lot of luck base, it's going to be unfair in a sense where, like, sometimes you're not always going to get, like, the type of luck you want unless you're really lucky. And for skill, if it's a lot more skewed towards skill, then what would happen is this. You would have a lot of the same people that are really good at Mario Party always winning the same games. And sometimes, and the thing about Mario Party is that it isn't always like that. Sure, sometimes you may see that happen with people you know, but it's not always that the same person's going to win every game. So You got to have a
Again,
balance.
anything can happen. Anything can happen on any turn. It's just a matter of how you roll with the punches and then deal with what's laid in front of you. Like Chris said, you got to deal with your deck of cards and let the dice roll where they may.
Indeed. Yeah. So the next question comes from let me go scroll up. Comes from DM, also known as Grade 54. What was the most frustrating BS moment that ever happened to you?
I've already answered mine.
Same here. Just losing all my stars to chance time.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's I have a different one, and this happened recently. We were losing so bad in Chilly Waters on Mario Party 3, me and my partner, and it was like there's 2 turns left. We deliberated, we talked it over, we were trying to figure out any single possible avenue of winning because we were quite far behind, and we had a plan, and it was like, okay, this is a 1 in a million shot, but not really. This is like a 1 in 20 shot. So there's this, and we had a key. We were heading towards the locked key door to hopefully hit Chance Simon. If we didn't, we would hit the star or something like that. Anyways, after a good 15 to 20 minutes, we just ate shit on the ice and the turn was over.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's the problem with that board sometimes.
Yeah, just tried to run up there, and all that discussion was worthless. Boom.
Yep.
Done.
Yep.
That was really cool. Also, in that same game, I think, we were trying to deny another player getting a star, and if he rolled a 1, he wouldn't make it. And he did. He rolled a 1. We were ecstatic. Boom, Hidden Block got a star anyway, right before the actual star. And we're like, okay, well, we're not winning this game.
Yeah.
I mean, it was already mentioned, but reversing Mike into a hidden block for that one game really cemented his lead for that. That was a bullshit one. Anytime you're playing with Draco and he gets lucky, I can count dozens and dozens of times when that was bullshit. Like we were playing King Boo's Haunted Hideaway, and the entire mansion is supposed to be fucking random. And anytime he went through a door, it was King Boo. And he got a star, and the star's only 10 coins on that map. And he just kept getting ahead and ahead and ahead. But you know what? All that bullshit aside, even if you're getting fucked over and all of that, it's still fun. It's just still fun. So I would say the question was, what was the most annoying thing that happened in Mario Party? Any of that stuff. You could get fucked over at any point in time, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's still fun. So it's very situational. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, that game of Fair Square where me and Pete were all the way down to 2 stars was frustrating too, but we at least made a decent comeback with that freaking alternate future where we got like 5 stars for 10 coins.
Yeah.
You missed us.
Here's a real instance of getting fucked over that wasn't for content, it wasn't fun, it wasn't Mario Party. I was winning by like 4 stars in a game against my friends, and then Mario Party 5 disc read error. That was bullshit.
Oh, no.
Did it save every turn or no?
No.
So that's even worse.
I consider it winning. They did not.
Wow.
That's rough.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that
whatever.
was rough. Damn.
It was a mercy kill for them.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. For me, the most BS moment that I could think of, I'm like, there's just so many of them. Like all the times where people just take either multiple stars or all my stars away from me, and from chance time. But other one in particular that I could probably think of off the top of my head, more or less just like, there was this one time, like this one whole game, whenever I get close to a star in Mario Party Superstars, there was a player who would somehow get the chain chomp call, because with that you could be able to move a star away. And it just so happens this was happening a lot whenever I would get to go try to get a star when I get very close to it, and all of a sudden this player uses the chain chomp call. He did it like, I think 3 or 4 times throughout the game. He won the whole game too.
Yes.
I'll tell you this right now. It's not Epic Man. I can tell you, it's not Epic Man. But it was someone else. But yeah, it probably might just be bad timing on my part. But yeah, like just that was BS.
A lot of items, just if they're used in the correct fashion in the right context, can be lethal.
Yeah.
Absolutely
100%.
lethal. The plunder chest in 2 is disgusting because you only get 1 item.
Yeah.
So,
Unless you somehow get the barter box in 3.
We call it a nuclear deterrent. That's what we call it. Just holding one prevents anyone from buying anything good. You essentially turn items off if you buy one early.
Yep. Let's see. So
Because even if someone else buys a chest, you just chest their chest, and then they just wasted money.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why 2 falls a little bit short for me because of the 1 item system. You either have no items or you have 3. You can't have 1 or things get really weird.
Yeah.
3's the best. 3 is the best. 3 is the
I
best.
agree.
A lot of people are starting to really, because it's now on NSO and people are realizing that 3 did everything right. Except its minigames. Its minigames can be hit or miss. But everything else...
dual mode is also...
but I mean, I know that Mario Party, the minigames matter, but they don't matter as much as the gameplay itself. So
Yeah.
3, yeah.
Let's see. So the next question comes from MK Ultra, but we kind of answered it. Who was your favorite character to play as in Mario Party? Like Donkey Kong easily.
Yoshi.
Wario. I have Wario right here. Wario. Wario.
Nice.
Yep. Let's see. Professor Icepig asks, what is the best Mario Party game and why is it Mario Party 2? Well, that's the thing. It's not Mario Party 2.
No, we all just agreed it was 3, right? You should ask what's the worst Mario Party game.
Wait. Mario Party 4. Mario Party 4.
Is the worst? Yeah, I agree.
No. Mario Party 4 is the best.
Sorry, wait. It's not the worst. 8 is the worst. Then it's 4.
Really? I think
Really?
5
You
is the
like 4?
worst.
Oh, no, I love
heard-
5. Why do I not like 4? For a few reasons. I think the boards are really bad, and I really, really hate the Mega Mini system because the Mini serves as the key, but you're hindering your dice. So in order to go through these little tunnels and these hidden paths, you have to, put your chances of getting that far lower. And not only that, the megas run past the board events. That's so infuriating. So and I don't know, 5 or 6 of the items are all based on this mini mega system. I really don't like it. Also, I think the boards are ugly. They're all just gray paths. That's it.
Well,
There's no charm to them.
Yeah, I mean, Mario Party 4 Vanilla does have a lot of flaws, but if you play the way we do it now is, the mushroom spaces are now you can get any random item on it instead of just a mini or mega.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that either. So that is an improvement. That is a much bigger improvement. And
now Wolf has given me access to. You can now have double dice for mini mushrooms, so you go further on the board with them. So that
that was always in there, right? The super mini.
Yeah, the super mini, but I mean regular mini can do that now too. It's
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, would the super mini mushroom give you 3 dice box then in that case?
Yep, it gives you 3. So yeah, but all of this said, that's mods going over the fact that there are some flaws with Mario Party 4 I can acknowledge, but in a lot of other places in Mario Party 4 exceeds in. I kind of disagree. I love the boards in Mario Party 4 a lot. I know they're just grids, but you can still add a lot of strategy to those grids and figure out what to do with them.
Especially based on the different boards gimmicks also. I pay more to go to the right side of the board.
I get it looks boring, and on an objective level, they do look very bland.
Yeah, the backgrounds are a little bland, I'll be honest about that.
But
it's just like a metal walkway for every board, no matter what.
Yeah, but if you can get past that and look at the strategy itself with what you can do and utilize for each board, it gets a lot better if you can see through those flaws. But I can, for me though, 5 is the worst just because of the capsule system and the fact that you can be hurt by your own capsules, the fact that you don't know what's down on where, and the fact that the boards themselves are kind of boring. The fact that not just that they look boring, but that there's no events that really happen because it basically
they expect you to make your own, right? They expect you to flood the board and turn it into like a Risk Legacy situation.
Yeah, and 5 gets infinitely better when you play 50-turn games when the entire board isn't encapsulated by it. But if you're doing a 20-turn game, which by the way I feel 20 turns doesn't give you a lot of time to strategize, but if you're doing 20 turns, 5. You don't really get much out of 5 because not a lot of spaces are being put down to be utilized. So that's my flaw with 5. But either way, there's no game that's outright horrible except
except maybe the 9 or 10, but I've never played them.
I mean, 10 is bad. 10 is just really bad.
10's really bad. There's one that's worse, and that's on the 3DS. Island Tour.
Ooh, I've never played Island Tour.
Oh no, Island Tour is kind of hot garbage.
Oh my god.
Really? Okay.
What's so bad about Island Tour? I've heard
is Top 100 any good?
I mean,
I personally like Top 100. I just wish they would have done more with it.
I feel like the problem.
It's just the mini games in a single player adventure mode for it's like mini game Island from Mario Party 1 in Top 100. That's basically all it is.
The problem with Top 100 is there's only one board in the game and it's bland. But it's still better than Island Tour, but that's just about it. But here's the thing. Island Tour, like I don't even know what to really think about that one. Like that was one of the few all
Island Tour really has is a crappy tower climbing mode, and it's not even that great. Like it's very bland, it's very forgettable.
Is that the one with the bullet bills that go after you, or is that another one I'm thinking of?
That might be one of the boards in Island Tour.
I'm thinking of one where it's like a wall and like there's a giant bonsai bill and you have to get to the end before everybody else.
That's one of the boards in Island Tour. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like honestly, like it was just one of the very few games from Nintendo I've traded in that I have no regrets for. And I don't trade in games either. But yeah.
Star Rush was pretty okay. I liked Star Rush for its unique mechanics, but there was only one board. That was the problem.
I forgot about Star Rush. Wow.
Yeah, I do like DS though. DS was just
portable. DS did it right. DS did it right.
What sucks is that it doesn't emulate well, so we can't really do it via Parsec. But once I can figure that shit out, that would go hard. Because there's a great board on there called Bowser's Pinball, I think it is, and it's just basically
the final board with the pinball table.
Mm-hmm. He took it from Waluigi.
It basically looks like Waluigi Pinball, but in board form. So yeah.
I watched the Runaway guys play DS, and that looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, but that's because they were all able to be there in the same room and do it all, and just you can't really do that because the limitation with Parsec with the DS games is that you need the stylus, and the only way to emulate a stylus is with the mouse, and you can't really do that with multiple people.
Yeah. Does DS locally have download play, or does each person need a copy?
DS needs download play
to work.
You need download play to work, and that's why net play for it doesn't work, because you need download play for it.
However, the thing with download play is the fact that the load times are really long.
So, but there is an option to each have your own cart, though?
Yes.
No. There's no option for Mario Party DS to have your own cart. In multiplayer, you must have download play.
Oh.
Yeah. It's so bullshit. Yeah, it's so bullshit. Yeah. Because let's say you have 4 people with the cart, right? All of you need to have download play. Yep, it doesn't matter.
Wow.
There's no local multiplayer.
That is kind of gross.
Yeah.
Let's see. So
now, personally, in terms of me, worst Mario Party, anything past 4 doesn't hold a candle in my eye to the original 4.
Hoping that actually changes tomorrow night, Mike.
No, honestly, I need to play. I have not played any of the. I'll be honest, I have not played 5 through 7 in a very long time. Hopefully, I can get that opinion to change. But
yeah, I mean, giving you Fair Square as your first kind of thing,
Unfair Square.
I hate Fair Square.
It's not designed well.
I remember Castaway Bay being good, but honestly, if I had to give my pick to worst Mario Party, it definitely has to go to 10 because I feel like
Yeah.
9 is underrated because I like 9 for a lot of the stuff
We're doing
that
that
it tried to
soon,
do.
too. Yeah.
I know. I'm excited for that.
Especially with the GameCube controller mods now. So
Yeah.
yeah.
8, I know 8 was bland too, but I feel like 8 has a good spot.
8
better
with the
than
GameCube
9.
controllers
I mean,
is much
than, like,
better.
10.
The worst
Eight with
Mario
the
Party
GameCube.
is Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival.
I've never played it and I want to.
Oh,
I don't know if you want to, but
I don't think you want to. I don't think you want to.
No.
all right. So the next topic, or the next question, it comes from Dragonflame. So tell me about your happiest memory you have while playing Mario Party. Could be based on nostalgia, playing with friends or family. Me playing with my brother and my cousin, Mario Party 4. Like, that was a good moment for me. That's all I can really think of.
now for me, it's the entirety of the Superstar Showdown that we did because that had a lot
That
of good
too.
moments. That was a good time.
That's also good too.
Yeah, I already kind of answered this question, but the league we ran during the lockdown, that was the tops. Many good moments.
Yep.
I'm going to just say that we raised $15,846 for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia from the Mario Party Madnesses we've done since August. So I would
Nice.
say all of that. So anything with Mario Party has just been a positive experience through and through. So yeah.
Yep.
In terms of memories, yeah.
And Dragon also has another question. So, have you ever played Mario Party 3's dual mode, and why is it the best side mode in the series? Or just tell me what you think of it.
It's
Fun fact.
It's not that great. It
No,
has
really?
some neat ideas, but playing it is rarely as fun as thinking about it, I find.
I love. I mean, I have to play it a little bit more. We're going to be doing that for the March Madness tournament. I love the HP aspect, but I do realize that if you get good rolls and you get like the ones with that take away like 4 or 5 health, you basically have the game through and through. It's pretty much over in like 20 minutes.
This is one of those instances where I find the luck takes on way more of the proportion as opposed to skill.
Yeah, I know Shad loves this mode, and I've not played it as much as I wish I had. But from what I have remembered of it, and what I do remember thinking of it, I do agree. There's a lot more luck in it. If you want a superior solo experience with Mario Party besides Mario Party Advance, Super Duel Mode in Mario Party 5, where you could be in the mech things, was really cool.
I love the mech.
Yeah,
in that game.
we need to do that at
was
some
fun.
point. Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
Now, I love the dual mode personally for Mario Party 3, but I agree though. If you get like 2 Piranha Plants or 2 Boos, and then the Millennium Stars like, oh hey, you have magic partners. Let's just give you +1 attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you land on a power-up space. You can take like 6 to 8 HP from your opponent. That is a little bit on the busted side. I did that to get through the story mode recently.
Yeah.
I'm like, I agree on the luck aspect of that.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm asked this question after we do the March Madness tournament, I might have a different opinion, but right now I'm kind of like, I agree, it's very luck based, and I just have to play it more.
Mm-hmm.
It also depends on the board you're on too. The board also plays a big factor too.
Because there's one where the arrows can take you back and forth. There's one where
the warp pipe literally flips your
yeah,
partner places around and all that.
it's
There's
just
not enough opportunities to get money, and I find that your partners drain your through their salary very quickly. Because minigame is a space; it's not a given at the end of 2 turns.
No, that's true too.
Yep. Let's see. So for me personally, I really need to play some more dual mode in Mario Party 3 to actually judge it. I really haven't played dual mode enough to really say anything. But yeah, that's just me.
Yeah, best of 3 could work in that format. I do agree. Like with dual mode, things go by very, very quickly in Mario Party 3's dual mode. That judging a win by just one game is probably not beneficial, just because of how quick it is. So
You also have the downside of your characters being tiered because they all have specific partners, and Waluigi's is the best. Because I think he gets the Piranha Plant, and the Piranha Plant has like 3 attack power.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Yoshi's a pretty close second because you guys boo and he's pretty up there also.
Yep.
Yeah, Boo can like direct hit you without like go through a blocker or something. Is that it?
I
No,
think
no, that's
so.
Mr. Blizzard. Doesn't he
That's
like
Mr. Blizzard. He just
or
does
he
the
hits
thing.
the furthest one, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah.
I forgot about that whole system with that too.
I remember during the league we played we did a round robin of we played I guess 6 matches on all 6 boards, and most of the time after it was done we were just kind of like, huh, okay. nothing spectacular, like it's fine, but yeah.
Let's see.
Not as good as full board play.
Yep.
Actually, dual mode in Mario Party 8 is even better because it's essentially just a 2-player board game. I don't know if you guys ever played that or not, but it's actually just instead of just 4-player minigames, it's dual minigames after every turn.
Right.
So
That's
dual
cool.
mode in Mario Party 8 is very underrated. Yeah.
Okay. So Mr. Ben asks 2 questions. The first one is, have you ever had a situation where you or an opponent you were playing against, like whether if it's like an AI controlled computer or a human that was so far ahead in the lead that you or they had an automatic win secured?
Well, it's only true if there's no chance time on the board,
Yeah.
which I don't think is really ever the case.
Yeah.
In Mario Party 7, it's the case because there's no chance time in Mario Party 7 or 8.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So chance time died in 6 and did not come back until Superstars. We recently did we did a Friendsgiving marathon last Thursday or Friday, and we on the second board did Pyramid Park. Zach and Draco were a team and demolished all 6 other players. They had 17 stars, and the closest person had 8. That's the biggest blowout I've ever seen. Also, Pyramid Park is just a shit board. So, like, you know, those chain chomp boards where you steal the stars back and forth and all of that. That can get a little bit too crazy. Not in a good way. It just gets if you're watching a game and somebody is so far in the lead, as a viewer, you're not gonna. There's no stake on knowing who's going to win or lose. You just know that they're going to win, and that's going to be the end of that, and it kills the game. So it happens more often than people realize. But yeah, that's the worst I've ever experienced with that.
Yeah.
In our recent 2v2, we did a fair square, and I think we had like 26 stars, and they had 2. And
Shut the game off at that point.
they were gunning for the chance space. So of course, me and my partner bought as many thwomp spaces as we could, and just completely stopped them dead in their tracks as often as we could.
Yep. Like,
I mean, if you invest in sluggish shrooms, they could have gotten it. Yeah,
I don't think that board has any.
I know. I don't. It might not.
It doesn't. It also doesn't have steel or metal mushrooms, so you could get through those traps, which was.
That was the
helpful.
annoying moment too during our fair square playthrough. That Hero and Epic just bum rushed through the freaking 2 space swap because they had the metal mushroom.
Yep.
In my mod, all mushrooms are available.
I was gonna say it's not on that board, but you modded it back in. Okay.
Yeah. So that happened. It's a cool moment though, because what Hiro did was amazing. He rolled high with the metal mushroom. It was sick because he had like 3 traps in front of him. He rolls the dice and he hits all 3 of them and annihilates all of them right before he gets the star. So yeah, wow. Yeah, metal mushroom on there goes hard. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Let's see. For me, if to answer that question, I don't think I have. But I have seen like other people in general like get so far ahead, and there's nothing I could really do to catch up to them, and I could not land on a chance time for the games that have chance time. So there have been some moments where it was like that for me, but not for me specifically, but for the people in the games against me.
The best thing to do when someone is running away with the game is become a team against them. That's what you have to do.
I know,
like
but when we do that, sometimes they take it personally.
Form alliance, and
then they're not. Then they're playing the wrong video game.
Yeah.
It's Mario Party, baby.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, if you take Mario Party personally, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder who, Draco.
Okay, so Ben also asks, have you ever managed to sweep all 3 bonus stars in a row in a little later title of Mario Kart Mario Party, where the categories were all randomized, like not just like coin mini game or happening and all that, but just different categories in general.
I usually have a hard time getting all 3 stars personally, but it depends on what the categories are. Sometimes I can get lucky enough.
It's even harder when you have 8 bonus stars to account for.
Well, some of them overlap. Some of them overlap,
Yeah.
like most purchased stuff, most distance traveled, and like
Unlucky.
most items used. Most items used. So if you just buy mushrooms constantly, you're gonna get all 3 of those, like straight up.
Or like in some cases, like if they actually have one where like whoever landed on the most Bowser spaces or something like
Yeah,
that.
Superstars has that. But Superstars, when you do the random ones, they only give you 2. They don't give out 3.
Oh, but
They only give out 3 when it's 30 turns, and it's only.
I find that obnoxious.
yeah, like
It's dumb.
yeah, but it's like, but you still get 3 if you do classic. But
Right,
Yeah,
but,
you get
but
no
you
matter
know
what
what they
you-
are then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what they are, and you can play around them.
Yeah.
Which I do kind of enjoy. I enjoy playing. I enjoy both. I enjoy playing to the bonus stars, but I also enjoy there being a bigger pool than just the main 3, because it's really easy for people to track. Like, oh, okay, so you've had 100 coins. If I get 101, I get the bonus star. Or keeping track of your happening spaces. But when there's like a pool of like 8 or 10 different ones, you cannot really play to all of them, but you can play to a handful of them and hope that you get it.
yeah,
I like that aspect because you never know until you see the results screen who won.
Exactly.
That's what I like.
Otherwise, we get into it. Well, yeah, no, I definitely have all the bonus stars. Good luck.
Yep. But I'm pretty sure that I have done it before, but it's very rare because like most of the time I will either get 1 or 2 of them, but not all 3. So
I've had games where they've had 2 3-way ties for bonus stars.
I've seen
Where
that
like
too. That's a mess.
it's just 6 bonus stars get dished out immediately. You're like, whoa, okay.
yeah,
I wish there
In
was an
essence,
option. Oh, sorry.
ahead.
I wish there was an option to have like all 8 of them at the end, so you get 8 additional bonus stars. That kind of would be amazing.
I wonder if that could be modded in maybe with Wolf.
That might
Oh.
you might risk trivializing the board stars at that point.
yeah.
That too.
Yeah, that too.
But
But, I
it
mean,
depends on how long the game is.
I wonder if you can mod it to be like how many people landed on duels the most, or many people who had most stars collected during the game. That'd be cool. That's something to think about.
Yeah. So the next question comes from DM or Gray54 again. In your opinion, which Mario Party games has the best or worst game boards? Well, we already well, best, like it's more subjective, but for worst and secret unlockables, all right. Worst game boards, well, if I have to go back to Mario Party 4, Toad's Midway Madness for sure.
Are they asking which game has the worst boards, or the worst board on each game?
All right, so he's
I can give you
asking.
2 answers.
So I feel like, all right, which games have the best or worst game boards?
Which game has the best or worst boards? Okay.
The worst boards, Mario Party Island Tour for sure. Those are the worst game boards, easily.
I do kind of agree with Maple with the Super Mario Party having like
Same.
the very most
Yeah, I'm
smallest
kind
board.
of there with that also.
Yeah. But in terms of board design, the first Mario Party did not hit a lot of those boards out of the park. Look at Wario's Battle Canyon. Look at I know Eternal Star has its fans like Mike, but there's still a lot of flaws with that. Look at but I would say even with all the flaws that Mario Party 1 has, the fact that Super Mario Party, with all of its stuff it's added, with all of the characters it added, with all of the new stuff it has going for it with the great mini games, it didn't need to make its boards feel like something you'd see on a china table. It's just very small and compact, and it doesn't
And
really
there's only
allow
4.
Yeah,
The
no,
lowest.
There's
Oh,
4.
well, I mean, yeah, there's only 4 in Superstars too.
No, there's 5.
Superstars, yes, 5 superstars. It's 2 from.
Oh, it does? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Never
got,
mind.
Birthday Cake, Tropical Island, Horrorland, Spaceland, and Woody Woods.
Yes.
There's so little in there, I forgot. Oh, yeah, you're good. But yeah, design-wise and with the amount of resources they had, I don't understand how you could have done what you did with Super Mario Party.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boards are so bad in that one.
But I'll take those over whatever Island Tour has. They're some of the most uncreative boards and the most forgettable boards that of any game in the series. Yeah.
It's also horrible online because if somebody disconnects, it doesn't just exit them out; it closes the game and you can't save it.
You can't.
So
No.
Super Mario Party's online is terrible because also it doesn't work good with Parsec because of the motion controls. So it's just Super Mario Party's just there to roost and not do anything until somebody can figure out some sort of mod with it that can allow for motion controls.
In the meantime, get your Switch Etherneted up, folks who try to play Mario Party on that.
Even with that, it just disconnects for whatever reason. It's very
Yeah. Let's see.
But man, Super Mario Party sold like what? Just 30 million copies or something? Like something insane.
Because I
I
think.
always enjoyed the concept behind Super Mario Party, like every character having its own dice block.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoy a lot of the concepts in it. It's just destroyed by 2 things: the board design and the fact that stars are 10 coins and the economy. If the stars were still 20 coins and they made the items a little bit more expensive and they expanded the boards maybe just like a little bit more, you have a perfect Mario Party experience.
I find
Yeah, go for it.
Sorry, I was gonna say I find Super Mario Party has the kid gloves on a lot. Like it's not so much like you can't really mess with other players. It's more we call it like the death of asshole Mario Party and the birth of win harder Mario Party. Instead of like trying to prevent other people or screw them over or you know affect their gameplay, it's more so who can just get the most stuff, and that's it. Like who can get the most stars and coins, which is fine, but there's something more sinister and fun about messing with your friends.
There's a point where you have to ruin friendships to make them, and it just doesn't do that.
Yeah. I do like those buddy characters, but I feel like there has to be a limit to how many you can have.
19 million copies. Okay.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's still crazy.
I think there were some copies where like they bundle it with like a random Joy-Con that you get. I'm not sure. I think they did that. But also, like
I forgot about the buddy system. Now, I did kind of like the specific dice, though that ended up, boiling down to tier lists yet again.
Because Boo, Wario, and Bowser just completely dominated with their dices, and everybody else just got the shaft. But I do also love the buddy system, as Maple was saying. But I feel like the buddy system can only take buddies away in tag team. I feel like there should have been an option to be able to like remove buddies from you if by an unlucky space or something. Again, there's a lot of design quirks in it that just. And the fact also is that you can steal stars, but it's only like on 2 boards with Lakitu, and it's just nah.
Yeah. Let's see. So next question is from KP. Which Mario Party is your favorite and why? 4.
3.
But
we're a bunch of lovers of that old classic style.
4 because of the fact that
I love 4 too.
Because like while 3 was my first Mario Party, 4 was the first one I owned, and I absolutely have a huge attachment to that one. So playing
I love
it,
the music in 3.
Yeah.
He said 3 has just like the only bad thing about 3 is a couple of the mini games and Creepy Cavern.
Yeah, Creepy Cavern's not great.
Creepy Cavern sucks ass. It's the only board in that game that just no.
Yeah.
But, and the only reason is just because it's so boring. It's so
honestly,
boring.
Superstars is pretty far up there for me. I love Superstars a lot.
I love it. It's just stale.
We played it way too much.
We do play way too
That is
much.
a figured out game. And like we mentioned earlier, actually I don't know if we were live before we said this, but there's too many lucky spaces.
It's way too many.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But aside from that, Superstars is great. It's really, really good.
I love Superstars.
It's really good. It's just the board selection is kind of like, why did they choose Peach's birthday cake?
Yeah, like, that's
I
my
don't even
least
like
favorite
Yoshi's
board.
Tropical Island either. Like
Yoshi's Tropical Island is also
I'll take
not
it.
good.
Rubbish.
Not good.
I don't mind
Because
Yoshi's
one
Tropical
side has a shop. So it's like, well, I'm gonna stay on this side.
I don't mind Tropical Island, but I agree with Peach, with Peach's birthday cake.
That's a crap. It's crap.
Birthday cake in the original on 50 turns is quite good though, because it turns into Monopoly at a certain point.
I agree.
Yeah, but the fact you can't even have that as an option sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, 50-turn games are not that bad, people. 50-turn games are not bad.
No, I love them.
I love 50-turn
It's a 4-hour game. It's fine. It's fun. Even if you're playing Mario Party and you don't expect it to take a while, you're playing the wrong game. So yeah,
Like,
I don't understand why you would cut down the turns like that. It just doesn't make any sense.
let's see.
They added that you can add 5 whenever you want, but it still caps at 35. That's a strange feature.
Let's see.
It does. Wow.
Next up is Azran asking, Mario Party 6 was bundled with the microphone for GameCube. What are your thoughts on the microphone's utilization in Mario Party 6 and 7? I actually have not used the microphone enough to really judge it.
I always turn it off. I don't have the mic.
I thought the microphone games were okay, but I didn't really give a crap about the utilization. I was like,
The mic games are, if you're using the control stick, some of them work better than others because you have to press the R button, you have to select your option for whatever it is. Other than that, you're better off just, unless you're modding the game and you can put single player minigames in their place, turn them off. It's just a waste of time because they're just not worth the hassle because they're taking slots away from actual good mini games when you get them in the roulette. So just turn them off. Turn them off.
From what I
agree.
like, I've watched the Zoomzyke videos and they seem like they have some cool ideas, but they just seem that way. And I feel like in execution, you're just kind of screaming like an idiot and hoping that it picks up whatever you're trying to say.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the voice recognition tech in the early 2000s was very good.
You're better off using the controller if you want those mini games to play. But it's basically Hey You Pikachu, but with a different coat of paint.
Yeah. All right. So next one's from Dari. If you could change one thing about the Mario Party franchise, what would you change to make it better? That's a tough one.
Custom boards.
Custom boards? Okay.
Mario Party Maker. Let's go.
All right. That'll be interesting.
And the one feature from 4 that I love, custom minigame sets. You can make a playlist of minigames, remove the bad ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree. Having custom minigame sets would be a big game changer to make Mario Party better in the future.
Makes me having to replace minigames. That's such a hassle. The thing is, though, what you said was completely valid, is that even not a custom minigame, like a custom board maker, maybe that might be a little too out of left field, but a way to just customize the spaces. Like just to give us an option of, hey, I don't want to have these many Bowser spaces here because I think it just clogs up the time, or he just interferes with the game too much. Why not just make them battle spaces or blue spaces, or a way to just customize the game to your liking, customize like the price of stars to your wish, maybe give characters alternate skins, like in Mario Party 2 where you can have the costumes, even just quality of life things, like to increase board speed. Just to increase board speed, like in Mario Party 3, and not having to mod it in like I have been having to do. Just a way to make the game feel better for you, because the increased board speed is in Superstars, but it's only for computer players, have you realized? It's not for actual people. So it's in the game there. It's just they're not giving you the option to have it. It's just
a mini map that's on screen at all times would also be nice. Is prevent people from going into the freaking slow scroll every turn. Having a mini map that's big enough that you can count the spaces would be.
I agree. That's kind of what I would be in terms of quality of life changes to make Mario Party better.
It'd be like a Mario Kart map course, like the same thing. It's like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just have an option to play 8-player. That'd be great too.
Yep.
It's just great. That's because 8-player and 7 is great and it's fun. Why not just have that in every game? It's fun.
I like that idea of swapping around the courses too. And if they still like didn't want you to have like complete freedom, which is dumb, they should. They could have it like budgeted, where it's like, okay, you have $2,000. a Bowser space is $100 a pop, a blue space is $1 a pop, stuff like that. That's still restrictive, but if like that's a good middle ground, at least.
Yeah.
And Draco brings up Monopoly Go, but with Mario Party would be kind of cool. Like, you know how they did Mario Kart Tour on mobile? Maybe if they did something similar with Mario Party like that, that'd be kind of...
I'd be down for that, because I played Monopoly Go a little bit. I thought it was fun. If they did that with a Mario Party design, I'd be down for it.
They could do some amazing mini games if they did the Jackbox style, right? Like your phone could be a controller, or you could enter in prompts, you could draw something, you could get a secret message that's not on the screen that everyone sees, you know? You could do a lot of cool stuff if you could connect your phone. Yeah.
A mobile Mario Party game is also
with everybody once you switch in the same aspect.
They could do that with WarioWare too. That'd be great.
WarioWare. I feel like that'll definitely be really good with WarioWare as well. One thing that I think that they should be able to change for the better for Mario Party, and everyone's gonna tell me no to this one. How about if there were to be an item in the game that makes it so that whoever is, and this only ever pops up in late game, whoever is in first place would somehow, this item would be so rare that you use it on someone and they go from first place to last place, they lose all their stars, they lose all their coins, and there's nothing that they can do to ever get any more stars or coins. Make it so that they're last place for the rest of the game. That way you troll them. You troll them so bad that you would make them last place.
That's the worst idea I've ever heard.
I know that's the worst idea.
That's the miracle kind of thing.
That's terrible. That's awful. No, you want to add a blue shell?
I don't want that now. This
blue shell to Mario Party. That's a great idea. Just literally make them not want to ever play with you in anything ever again.
Okay.
And not only did you say drop them to fourth, but make them permanently stay there? Like what?
No, hey, land on a blue space. Here's 3 points. Now give them back.
Maybe I can see if Wolf can make that happen.
Okay. Now let me give you
a little extreme.
Okay, that is an extreme answer, but here's a serious answer. Here's a more serious answer for you guys. Okay, so, I would actually like it so that they have a tournament mode. They have it so that you can do tournaments in game. So that way, let's say for example, you want to do like 4 or 8 people in a single game, and then you do group 1, group 2, multiple groups until you have like the winners of each group go to one final game, and then that decides everything. And also, if you broadcast it online, like let's say you do it online mode, a spectator mode, so people can bet coins. Being able to bet.
See, having that for future Mario parties in general, the spectator mode would be pretty sick.
Like,
yes, because watching a game is just as fun as playing in one. To be honest, it's just great.
Like you only bet like in-game currency. You do not buy, like you don't use actual like IRL currency to buy any of that stuff. That Nintendo won't do that. But
don't give them any ideas.
But in-game currency just to bet, sure, that's fine. That's okay. But while watching spectating, like you want to spectate someone's game just to relish on some chaos. You want to see the chaos happen from other people and how it works.
Here's a thought, and you could go either way on this. How would you feel about making it beyond Mario? Like, say, like Nintendo Land, where there's a mini game from like all different Nintendo franchises.
Yeah.
So
I'd be totally down for that. That'd be great.
Could have like a Brinstar board or Mute City board or something like that.
Or Greens.
Yep.
Super Smash Party, yeah. Mm-hmm. Or Block Party, they should call it. Whatever. I feel like that would be money on the table again. But you know what? Whatever floats their boat, they don't need the money. They're just going to do what they want.
It's true. I feel like to follow up Smash Ultimate, you kind of gotta go. You gotta go somewhere else. I think you gotta do something different.
Yeah.
Whether it be a 3D fighter like Power Stone, or like a Mario Party, or Super Smash Kart. I don't know, because Mario Kart 8 is kind of in that same boat as Ultimate. Like, how the hell do we top this?
Yep.
Like we've added everything
except Airship Fortress.
Yeah. How dare they?
It's the only thing that's missing is Airship Fortress.
But yeah. Like, so my answers are tournament mode and spectator mode. That other answer, don't accept that. That's not a serious answer. I actually don't want that. No.
That sounded like it came from a place of you feeling like you're in a game that was completely futile.
Yeah.
Fair square.
I agree.
Though I'm pretty sure like Draco in chat will love that item. Anyway, Destiny asks, what is your least favorite item in Mario Party? Oh,
Mini mushroom.
I have a big one. The Wacky Watch.
What? I love the Wacky Watch. It's so stupid.
It's so stupid, but if you get that
so
early
stupid.
game, it's stuck in your inventory until you got to use it, and then it just ends the game abruptly if you have to wait till the final 5 turns to make any use of it.
No, it does the opposite. It unends the game abruptly. It gives you 5 more turns.
No, I know, but if you use it, if you get it turn 3, you're stuck with it in your inventory the entire time. The Wacky Watch is up there, but
I love the chaos it brings because it means no one can ever get comfortable. Even if it's just sitting in your inventory. People be like, well, the game could end really quick. I better do something fast. Or it could go on forever. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it works, but it works for when it's not being like streamed. I'm trying to think of something else though. Do any of you guys have other ideas?
Now, for me, I'm not a fan of the Lucky Lamp or anything that changes the star space, because legitimately it frustrates you when I'm near the star and someone's like, alright, I'm going to just move the star somewhere else.
hot
Noted. I'm going to do that for you from now on.
Also, the plunger chest is a pain in the ass, too, because, you know,
I love both of those, hononestly. I like
chest. Yeah, plunger chest Mario Party 2 is probably the worst, just because of it just killing the game. That's probably my pick.
hot take.
I the mini mushroom from 4 for the reasons I mentioned earlier. Like, you're making me go through this tunnel, but you're cutting my dice in half.
Okay, hot take
And
here.
there are
Go ahead.
some events on the board where you have to be mini. And
Yep.
sometimes those are also behind the pipe. So you're expecting me to go through the pipe and hit this event or have 2 mini mushrooms to get through it?
But
We got to get you on a Mario Party 4 session.
I just had one, and it was amazing because it was a 2v2, but none of us enjoyed the board.
okay, so hot take. Personally, I think that like, well, obviously I'm never gonna say no to getting this any of these items. If I see it in the shop, I'm always gonna buy them because it's gonna help me. But the magic lamps and the golden pipe.
Golden Pipe, yeah, because it's just way too cheap. Yeah.
And
Is it 30? 30's pretty... Is it 30?
No, it's 20. I think it's 15 to 20. But the golden.
We're talking superstars, it's 30, I think, right?
Yeah,
Or
I
25?
believe so.
And then it's like the magic lamp. Just the fact that you could just get them and then just fly your way to the star. And I'm saying this as someone who would get this, but the fact that in some games they just give it out to you like candy, like either the magic lamp or the golden pipe.
I do
Like
appreciate
Super Mario Party?
Yeah. In 3 and 4, though, they did it correctly. You could only get it if you were in 4th, 3rd, or 2nd.
Yeah.
You couldn't get it in 1st place, but they changed all that.
Yeah.
Or the Wiggler capsule in 6 and 7 that take you straight to the star.
Actually, no, I'll take my answer back. I'm actually going to second that. Like basically all those orb items in 5 and 6.
Really?
Yeah.
All of them?
No, more so in 5 than in 6 because I didn't like the way that it worked in 5. 6 is definitely an improvement.
Yeah. 6, you can add, they add a lot of strategy with 6, but yeah, the capsules in 5 are a hot mess. If I were to say what the worst item literally is, it's the Hammer Bro one, because you could use it on yourself in 5 and just lose 10 coins without any sort of come up. And so it's like you either pay it, use it on yourself and you lose 20 coins, or you land on it and you still lose coins because of it. Yeah.
You know what's also not a great item in Superstars is the hidden block card, which is worth 40 coins.
Oh yeah, and then you just end up just getting some coins back. I'm not a fan of that either.
Yeah, you in fact, you can never get your investment back because even if you get a star, that's only worth 20 coins. So like,
the worst item is the vacuum from 7, which is Warrior's special item, where you can either get 1 coin, 5 coins, or 10 coins, and it's like there's like a 50% chance you don't get the money back you pay for it. Yeah, that's horrible too.
the reverse mushroom is the best item.
Oh, reverse mushroom adds so
Someone
much
in chat said
strategy.
reverse mushroom.
No, I love the reverse mushroom.
Reverse
Trigger
mushroom
said
got me
that.
so many wins.
He's trolling.
Yeah, I love
okay.
I love the reverse mushroom. So the next question is from System Malfunction. I know this isn't about Mario Party, but curious on people's thoughts on it. If the Mario games came out in today's gaming scene, I'm talking the entire series, would it be successful? Hard to say.
What? Sorry?
If Mario came out today instead of back in the 80s, would it be successful? Hard to say. It's really hard to say.
People would get on.
Know what to say to that.
It's too goofy. It's too goofy.
People would get on the Italian stereotype thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm sorry, but yeah, they'll get.
And also, if an 8-bit game came out today, I don't know. That's a very strange question.
Yeah.
That's like there's too many variables there. My gut would be no.
Yeah.
No.
Because what new IP even pops off nowadays? Everything's an old IP.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is one more question, and this one comes from Epic Man. How much do you guys spend time to go for the best record in certain mini games? Like, for example, Later Skater in Mario Party 5 or Dungeon Duos in Mario Party 4. But those two are examples. Like, how much time you guys spend on mini games to go for the best record?
0. I figure it out when we're playing the game.
Yeah, I set them during gameplay and then they're there forever.
I do not practice
That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah,
I never go for them. No,
I don't really do it. I just basically figure it out on my own.
Maybe on occasion I've messed with Mecha Marathon where I've just mashed the buttons to try to see if I can get the highest amount.
every mashing game needs to be purged from existence. If I had a custom playlist,
those are some of my favorite mini games.
well, if you're good, you're gonna always win. But
That's why I like them.
well, okay. But you got to admit they're like not that fun. They're like
I agree.
Yeah.
it's just like okay.
I mean, for me, it's just feels like
Who's a
easy
type?
points.
Who's got an arm like a sewing machine today? Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
And they're
Well, that's
bad
the
for
question.
your
How would you do
controllers.
that?
They're also very bad for your controllers.
Yep.
You know, that's a legit question I don't think anyone's asked. What are your favorite mini games in all of Mario Party?
Oh jeez. Oh man.
My favorite mini games are the ones where there's a lot at stake and it's luck that's involved, like Bowser's
So
Big
basically,
Blast.
anytime that's any battle space mini game.
Bowser's Big
I love
Blast
it.
is a lot of fun.
And the one with in 8 with the scissors, that's really fun.
Oh yeah.
It's just whenever anything's a lot at stake and you have no control of the outcome is when I have the most fun because anything can happen and it's never my fault. It's the game's fault. And I could be like, go for it, YOLO. I lose coins, I gain coins, but at the end of the day, it's just fun.
I enjoy the mind game ones more, where you're not really outskilling them, you're outthinking them, like the one where you have to hide behind like the bush, the stump, the rock, or the.
Oh, I love
yeah.
that. And those get even more fun when you can't communicate with. I have a rule where you can't communicate with your fellow teammates, so you don't know what.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's
that's
even
the
more
best
fun.
part.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
No, it's more fun when you don't know where your teammates are, and then it's just a game of RNG.
No, because you can say it out loud and be like, "I'm going in the mushroom," and then you can just not go to the mushroom.
Oh, yeah.
So people have to try and guess whether you're full of shit or not. That to me is the most. That's why I like those games the most.
Well, I mean, you could do that. Actually,
These are my favorite mini games. I love Hexagon Heat and Mushroom Mix-Up for how chaotic that shit gets when it speeds up. I love those.
Yep.
I like the Bowser ones from 4, where you're like dodging the Koopa Kids. Oh no, not that one.
Doom. I love Fruits of Doom.
No.
Oh boy,
I was thinking like the one where like the giant car is trying to crush you and you have to do platforming and jump around and dodge like spikes and stuff. Or the one where like there's 3 like Koopa Kids on floating things and they're shooting fire at you and you're climbing a cage.
That's from 7. Yeah, that's treacherous, whatever the relay or whatever. It's great.
Oh yeah, not from 4.
Also, I agree. Some of the racing mini games are a lot of fun, like Bobsled Run, Handcar Havoc from 1. I love those.
Oh yeah.
There's 1 in 4 where you're in like a mech and you alternate shooting left and right, like, and your goal is to like dodge around and get 5 shots off on other people. That one's a lot of fun.
Yep.
I'm so bad with names. I'm so bad with the names of mini games.
Also, Mario Party 3, I love Ridiculous Relay, though, with the 1 versus 3. That one's a fun one, too, where you gotta have the 3 people, like, try to do the different controls while one person's just gliding along.
The middle one is so broken, they have to go up A, down B, up A.
Oh,
down
no, I love
B.
being that one the best, because I'm pretty broken with that. That's one of my
If you're
favorite
good
ones,
at it,
so.
that is the fastest vehicle. If you're good at it, yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, no,
You know what's a
Shellshock
fun
is lot of
one
fun,
that
too,
is
for
just-
Mario Party 2.
Like you were saying, some of the just stupid luck ones are fun, just because.
It's just fun, because...
But my favorite one is, geez, I thought it was called Ridiculous Relay, but it's not. It's the one where you pick a racer. And like you just have to.
Oh, Day at the Races.
Yeah, Day at the Races.
Day at the
that
Races,
was
that
awesome.
one.
Because all 4 of you are just screaming at this character like, "Go Thwomp! Get off your ass and run!"
I love it.
So fun.
I love that. It's just when you don't
Yeah,
have
those are always my
control
favorite
over-
ones, too. They have a couple of different ones in, like, different Mario Parties like that.
There's one where you can pick like 2 different carts as well, and they're like bugs.
Oh, there's another one that's like the Ross Geller moving simulator, where it's a 2v2 and you and your partner have to like move this furniture through like this jagged maze or whatever.
And it's like
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Like,
it's like
Kuru
a
Kuru a
pivot!
little bit.
Pivot!
Yes.
it's like moving a couch. Yeah, I love
Yes,
that.
it is. It's the moving a couch simulator. It sounds
7.
awful, but it's fun.
We did that with Zoomzig, and then that was great. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Minigames are great.
They are, but there's some historically terrible ones.
Oh, a lot of them are bad. Yeah,
A lot of them are bad. Isn't there one that's just like a lottery? Here, you win, you lose, done.
That was Cointagious that we were talking about, where you just like hit the dice and you get coins. Or
Let's not forget the most notorious one, Tug of War, where we all have our couches
Oh.
from 1999.
Yeah, that sucks.
or the one with the boo with the light. That one's
Yep.
Yeah, any spin game, just as bad. Worse than the mashing games.
no. The worst is actually the worst minigame of all time is probably Bash and Catch, where you're in a giant
Oh,
Bowser
yeah,
suit,
no.
and everybody is just
I have a horrible memory of that. Like,
Oh, yeah, one person just can't win. You just have to-
broke.
Lose the least.
all the 1 versus 3 games in Mario Party 1 are horse shit. Or just
Like the fucking
horse
Piranha
shit.
Plant one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
yeah, the fucking Piranha Plants Pursuer, the one always wins.
There's one where the one person has to select a pipe, and the chest goes down the pipe, and it's not the 3 people that win. It's the only person that wins is whoever's pipe was selected. So
Yeah.
that 1 versus 3 game is technically just a
Yeah, it's just a 4-player game. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
I
It's
spent too
so
much time
dumb.
trying to beat that on Minigame Island. That was such a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, just actually the 1 versus 3 games in Mario Party 1 are all the worst. There we go.
One of my favorite ones from Superstars, which means it's probably from another one, but I don't remember. I think it's the one where you have to be the most body shot in like a selfie. And you're beating the shit out of everybody on the podium to make sure that your body is the most
That's a good
prominent
one.
in the picture.
I like that one. I think that's
love
something kind of
that.
because it always ends in a hilarious picture of like Peach slapping DK in the mouth or something.
Yeah, I think that's from 9. Yeah. 9
Yeah.
had a lot of good ones.
I know, we're going to
Crazy
play
that
this soon.
Superstars pulled mini games from every game, but not boards.
Yeah.
Boards, they were solely 64 boards.
Yeah.
Which I don't hate it, but yeah, it would have been nice to see some other representation for that.
Yeah.
At least more representation from the N64 boards.
Yeah, true.
If
Just
it
more
had-
in general.
If it had 2 more boards, just 2 more boards from any of the games, it wouldn't be as bland as it is because it's still a little bit more rotation.
Yeah, what would you pick?
Blooper
that's a good
Sea and
question.
Spiny Desert. That's what I
Okay.
would do.
I would take Bowser Land from 2. I would love to see
Bowser Land would
Bowser
be
Land.
good too.
Now, I would be the guy to just pick either Mario's Rainbow Castle, Eternal Star, or Pirate Land.
I would go with
God.
either like let's see, so I would
There's no Bowser board. How can you not have a Bowser board?
I would probably go
I
with
agree with
either
that too, to be honest.
Koopa Seaside Soiree. I would go with for Mario Party 2 easily Horrorland, Spaceland, Westernland's another good one.
Well, Horrorland and Spaceland are already in there.
Yeah.
But like, oh yeah, Westernland for sure.
Oh, Westerland's a bop because it's so big.
Chilly Waters from 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chilly Waters. I would probably
Chilly
pick
Waters
from
is
3.
just great. It's just the ice, the physics in the center.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. All right. So that's all the questions from the community. So that's gonna do it for the show. But before we wrap things up, Tarvould, where can we find you?
YouTube.com/TarvouldsQuest.
Yep.
That's it. Go there.
Yep. I got
I
you.
am currently in a Mario Party 2v2 league. We play every second Thursday, and it's a lot of fun.
Yep.
I do other stuff too, but that seems relevant to this topic.
Indeed. Where can we find you, Chris?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, and anything else at Chris Clark 8788. Those numbers mean nothing. So every Monday and whenever I have off from work, we do some Mario Party Madness shit. So just keep an eye out for that. And it's never vanilla Mario Party. There's always something to lose.
Indeed. What about you, Mike?
You can pretty much find me everywhere, MMGMike, whether it's Twitch or any of the other stuff. And yeah, expect more Mario Party stuff to be regular on my end also going forward, because the Mario Party Madness stuff has been great.
Yep.
I have another thing, because when you just said that, it reminded me. You said with Mario Party, there's always something to lose. We have a house rule here where we always set the handicap to have 1 star. Everybody starts with a star.
Well, we started with 3 stars because if you start if you start the handicap with 3 stars, it doesn't make any much of a difference. But what if you land on chance time, like 2 turns in? It means something. You could already lose 3 stars at chance.
Yes.
So yeah,
That's why we always start with 1. We're like, it's always nice to have something to lose.
Yeah, always something to lose. Okay, good. We're not the only ones that do that. That's great.
Okay, cool.
All right. And of course, you can find me at pretty much just about any social media platform at ShellshockPrime, where I usually stream on Twitch on Monday through Thursdays with the occasional Sunday streams. And the next episode of Sharing with Shellshock is going to be happening next week. And it's going to be all about arcade games on home consoles and how did they work on the home consoles in comparison to the arcades themselves. That's a topic for next week. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Thanks to the guests for coming in, and we'll see you next time. Yep.
Thanks so much.
No problem.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.